Welcome everyone to the P.Eng York Chapter 2020 Engineering Project of the Year and Engineering Research Project of the Year Award Ceremony. We are very excited that you are able to join us, and we have a packed agenda for you this evening. Before we begin, please ensure your microphones are muted, and please note that the recording of the ceremony is in progress and will be made available on YouTube. At this time, I would like to begin by acknowledging the Indigenous peoples of all the lands that we are on today. While we meet today on a virtual platform, I would like to take a moment to acknowledge the importance of the lands which we each call home. We do this to reaffirm our commitment and responsibility in improving relationships between nations and to improving our own understanding of local Indigenous peoples and their cultures. In York Region, we acknowledge the ancestral and unceded territory of all the Haudenosaunee, Anishinaabe, Mississauga of the Credit First Nation, and all Mississauga people that call this land home. Please join me in a moment of reflection to acknowledge the harms and mistakes of the past and to consider how we are and can each, in our own way, try to move forward in a spirit of reconciliation and collaboration. Next slide, please. At this time, I am very pleased to welcome Marisa Sterling. Marisa is a distinguished engineer and academic administrator. She has over 20 years of experience working and volunteering in the engineering field in both the private and public sectors. She is currently the president of P.Eng and assistant dean and director of diversity, inclusion, and professionalism at the University of Toronto's Faculty of Applied Science and Engineering. Welcome, Marisa.
Thank you very much, Lisa, and good evening, everybody. On behalf of P.Eng Council, I would like to thank the P.Eng York chapter for inviting me to your 2020 Engineering Project of the Year Awards ceremony. And I would like to also recognize the York chapter, their chair, executive, awards ceremony chair, and organizers as well for an outstanding job on this particular awards event. And also for tonight's special guest, I believe MPP Daisy Wei from Richmond Hill is joining us. So thank you all for your participation in these awards and your ongoing support for the engineering profession. As Lisa said, my name is Marisa Sterling. I'm a chemical engineer, currently the president and chair of Professional Engineers of Ontario, and interestingly, the 8th woman in this role. And also in my day job, I'm the Assistant Dean and Director of Diversity, Inclusion, and Professionalism at the University of Toronto's Faculty of Applied Science and Engineering. And so in that role, I know how important it is for us to have innovation and to work collaboratively with industry to come up with great new products. The P.Eng York Chapter Engineering Project of the Year Award started in 2012, and I believe you're now in your 9th year of recognizing the contributions of local organizations that have undertaken outstanding technical projects in the York region. And since its inception, I believe the awards have recognized several small, medium, and large-size engineering projects with many benefits for both recipients and the local engineering profession. These awards connect high-tech companies to their local engineering community and potential community partners. They educate engineering experts about local high-tech companies, connecting key talents and businesses. They create positive economic growth through technological innovation and job creation, and they build a wide public forum for recipients to market their technical expertise and showcase their engineering successes. And finally, they raise public awareness of the engineering profession, and they highlight the current York chapter activities. Last year, the awards introduced a new Engineering Research Project of the Year award to capture more of the work being done in research and development at both companies and post-secondary institutions. The new award aims to showcase the research and development of new engineering technologies, products, and services that may not have reached the market implementation stage yet. And this opens up the award to academic institutions and research and development organizations that are conducting cutting-edge engineering research. Also, as we know, due to the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic, the York Chapter Awards Committee really had to innovate this past year on how these awards are presented because of public health restrictions. And like all York Chapter and PEO activities over the past year, they've pivoted, adapted, and the awards process is now in a digital presentation. And I congratulate everybody tonight for keeping these awards going under these types of times. And upsides from what I understand of these awards is last year there was actually a 50% increase in the total awards application numbers, and about 11 new organizations applied for these awards, which is very encouraging for the success of these awards going forward. So all in all, despite a very difficult year that we've all been facing in this past year, I'm very heartened by PEO chapters like the York chapter, who continue to celebrate engineering and the contributions of local practitioners and firms. So I salute the York chapter, all the volunteers and the executive for their innovative work, moving to online events, promoting engineering in the local communities, and providing for virtual events as well for their members in their license presentations, for example, for the new P.Eng license holders and awards like tonight. So on behalf of PEO, I gratefully acknowledge everyone who has served the profession in a variety of activities and events throughout this past year. Thank you so much for inviting me, and I wish good luck to everyone participating tonight and a wonderful evening to all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Marisa. We do appreciate you joining us.
What's all this for?
For Michael's award. She's announcing the award.
We do appreciate you joining us once again, Marisa, and are very grateful for all of the time that you have afforded us through this entire process of going through these awards.
My pleasure.
Thank you. It is now my pleasure to introduce to you MPP Daisy Y. MPP Daisy was elected as the member of provincial parliament for the riding of Richmond Hill in 2018 and had been serving the community for over 25 years prior. In addition to being a local business owner, MPP Daisy has sat at various boards, including York Regional Police Services, Mackenzie Health, Central Community Care Access Center, East Cecile Society, and Self-Employment Development Initiative. MPP Daisy is a recipient of the Civic Leadership Award from the York Regional Police, Canada 150 Women of Designation from the City of Markham, and she's also the Queen's Golden Jubilee Memorial Medal winner, as well as the Diamond Jubilee Medal winner. MPP Daisy?
Thank you very much. Am I on? Can you hear me?
Thank you soon. Yes, you are. Thank you.
Oh, good. Thank you. I thank you very much, Eliza, and it's very good to be here tonight. Yes, I'm Daisy Y, your MPP in Richmond Hill. What an exciting time to see that we have engineers and we're celebrating them right in York region. I am very close to not just in Richmond Hill, but every part in York region. And I'm so proud of all of you coming together to celebrate all these winners. Even though today we are not celebrating it in person, but virtually it's just as good. Actually, this means it's another form of engineering, another form of innovation that we can all meet together and then present all these awards via Zoom. I just rushed back and just made it in time. I just rushed back from Queen's Park after doing a vote, and I thought I will make my presentation before I do my vote. But then the vote happens before this. I say, oh my goodness, can I make it in time? And I guess the Zoom making it work. That's what engineering means. Your exciting and creative, innovative ideas can make even though we're talking about in a digital world, but what you are doing in your way of engineering something creative, innovative, it will break grounds. It will really make life different. And I congratulate each one of you. And I specifically want to congratulate the organizer for making sure we have something like this to encourage and also recognize the success in right here in York region. And I just want to say on behalf of our Premier Duckford and on behalf of Chair Emerson, everybody in the Richmond Hill as well as York region are very proud of you. And I know that today you are celebrating not only the success of the engineers, but also the innovative, the research part that is going on. This is so important. You are grooming the future generation for us. And we thank you for doing that. And I just cannot wait to see all the winners. I just have to share one more thing to encourage all of you. When I started my business, which is a marketing firm, maybe just a little bit over 5 years, I got an award from the Richmond Hill. At that time, it's called the Chamber of Commerce. I got an award as the Business Achievement Award. It is such an encouragement for me. Not only does it encourage me, it opened doors into a lot of things. And my business become very, very successful. And I am very thankful of what I had received. That's why I was able to do a lot better with this encouragement that was given to me. And I like to encourage all the winners tonight that this is an encouragement. You got recognized, and this will go a long way into your success. And I congratulate each one of you. Thank you again for having me. It's an honor for me to see all these exciting winners. Please make sure you pass your name on to me. I'd like to congratulate each one of them by sending them a letter or as well as a scroll. Thank you very much. Have a great evening. And I cannot be here for the other part of it. I might have to miss it because there is another event on Earth Day that I have to attend. But I wish you all the best, and I cannot wait to congratulate each one of the winners. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much, MPP Daisy. We truly appreciate that you have taken the time out to join us this evening and recognize that you're not able to stay with us. But again, thank you so much for the time that you've spent with us.
Thank you. I can stay until 6 at least.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It is now my pleasure to introduce the PEO York Chapter Awards and Recognition Committee Director, Ms. Sharon Chen. Sharon?
Thank you, Lisa. Well, thank you to both MPP Daisy Y and Marisa for your wonderful addresses. You've really now touched on a lot of the points that I would touch in my address. So as Marisa mentioned, the chapter has hosted now the 9th annual Engineering Project of the Year Awards competition to celebrate engineering excellence and recognize projects by licensed professional engineers and their contributions to the community. The award raises awareness of the engineering profession and connects the companies to local engineering community and potential partners. In 2020, this year, we introduced the brand new Engineering Research Project of the Year Award to capture more of the innovative work being done by post-secondary institutions or the research development and development arms of companies that may not necessarily be at a full market implementation stage, but is still very cutting edge and what will be the thing of the market in the future. 2020 was, to say the least, a challenging year for all communities, and that includes the engineering and business community. It forced everyone to adapt to new realities. Both the committee and the applicants pivoted and turned that challenge into an opportunity. As a result, there was a large increase in the total number of applications and a number of new companies that were applying for the first time to this award. We were able, as a result of turning everything digital, to reach high levels of engagement on social media that we have never really done before, because we were able to showcase all of our finalists through that avenue, which is great. I would like to congratulate all of the finalists on their hard work and effort through these trying times. The competition was fierce and the caliber of the projects were very high. Thank you all for supporting the chapters through your participation in the competition, regardless of your results. I would like to invite all the EITs or engineers within this event, whether you're a finalist or not this year, to apply for the award next year in January 2022. We're always looking for diverse projects of different engineering applications and disciplines to shake things up. We're always looking for more and more diverse and more cool projects to really feature. This entire awards competition would not have been possible without the hard work of the judges, of the volunteers. I may be the chair, but it is a whole team a whole team effort. I could not have done any of this without the volunteers, the judges who are supporting me and guiding me through this process. Thank you all for your time, energy, and efforts in supporting the chapter and the engineering community. So I would like to take a moment to recognize these judges and volunteers. This includes our final judging panel, which composes of Manal, Anna, Helen, Annabelle, and Marisa. Our preliminary judging panel, which composes of Jennifer, Louis, Joe, and Gordon. And last but not least, the entire Engineering Project of the Year Awards Committee, who has been there throughout this entire year, from the beginning to the end to this ceremony. And that includes Lisa, Huzaifa, Kayvon, Oliver, Hani, Reza, Demilare, Hassan, Galina, and there's many more who are joining. So the agenda for this evening will compose of the following order in terms of the presentation of the awards themselves. And so we will have the Engineering Research Project of the Year award first, followed by a Project of the Year award, small category, medium, and large category. Between each of those, we will have a gift card quiz based on the presentation of the first place winners. And that is where the audience gets a chance to really learn and use that knowledge, and you get a chance to win 2 gift cards of approximately $25 value each. So that's awesome. Let's get to it. So without further ado, I'm going to start announcing the finalists of the 2020 P.Eng York Chapter Engineering Research Project of the Year Award. The finalists are Reducing Municipal Water Loss and Energy Consumption Through Pressure Management by Hydrotech and Associates. Numerical Modeling of Fluid Migration in a Sanitary Landfill by Combining Geophysical and Gas Emissions Data by Humber College and University of Toronto. Visual AI for Autonomous Train, the Ontario Train Autonomy Collaboration, York University. And lastly, the Small Modular Reactors, A Solution to Climate Change by McMaster University. I will now hand it over to Lisa to announce the winners of this award.
Thank you, Sharon. And the winners are in third place of the 2020 Engineering Research Project of the Year Award goes to Numerical Modeling of Fluids Migration in a Sanitary Landfill by Combining Geophysical and Gas Emission Data, to Humber College and University of Toronto. I will call on Humber College and University of Toronto to provide their acceptance speech, please.
Hi, everyone. Can you hear me? Yeah.
Yes, we can.
So here is the awards. So thank you. My name is Maria Jacom, and on my behalf and also on behalf of the Professor Amon, I would like to thank all of the people that participated in this project in one way or another. In particular, our research team, Vincenzo Costanzo, Milagrosa Aldana, Lauren Trigo, and Daniela Galatro, to our industry partner, DGI Geosciences, in particular, Pamela Petrascovic and Chris Jesma. Also, very thanks to, and we are very grateful to Robert McCullough and Laura Barrett from the Office of Solid Waste Management at Simcoe County, who provided access to the landfill and also who gave us all important information about the geochemical values of the landfill. I would like to send also my students. Obviously, they participated very enthusiastically from Humber College, and they helped us collect all the data and also process information, in particular Ankit Joshi and Shannon Boyent. Thank you, guys. I would like also to send Carlos Izarra, Victor Shans, Tyler Bunchet, and Reed Morrison, who helped with the acquisition of the data. And this research was funded by the Humber College Applied Research and Innovation, the Atom Labs, the Mechanical and Industrial Engineering Department at U of T, and by an Answer Engage grant. Last but not least, I would like to send the Professional Engineering of Ontario York Chapter Award Committee for this extraordinary effort to put together this award this year. We understand the challenges. We know you suffer a lot with that. And in particular, this is the first time that the research project is awarded, the engineering research project is awarded. So thank you for everything.
Thank you, Maria. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Second place, please. And the second place winner of the 2020 Engineering Research Project of the Year Award goes to Visual AI for Autonomous Train, the Ontario Train Autonomy Collaboration by York University. York University, please.
Hello, and everybody can hear me?
Mhm.
Yes, we can.
Okay, well, my name is Ikuno Son, and a professor at York University. Thanks for this award. I'm truly honored to receive it. This project is about developing an AI-based visual perception system for controlling the autonomous train, which is now under development by Thales Canada. So, it is a great, even greater honor to be placed in such a distinguished ranks together with excellent research teams and who are nominated as the finalists together, and all of whom had made important contributions to life in the York regions, our city and the state. I want to give a special thanks to my excellent research team at York University, Dr. Jungwon Kang and Jacob Yu. The most of the credit of this award should be given to them. And also our outstanding research collaborator in Thales, Canada, and led by David Beach and his R&D team, and Dr. Veronica Marin and Dr. William Wang, and has been working really hard to support York Research team for leading this project to success. And also, I want to thanks to the OCI, Ontario Center for Innovation, and Autonomous Vehicle Innovation Network, AVIN, for supporting this innovative autonomous train project. And also, I want to thank PEO York Award Committee and PEO York chapter for having the generosity to nominate our project. To my knowledge, this project will be the first R&D work for developing the autonomous train. I hope the outcome of this project will become a stepstone for leading Canada's future success in this field. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Gunho, and congratulations. And the winner of the very first York PEO 2020 Engineering Research Project of the Year Award goes to Reducing Municipal Water Loss and Energy Consumption Through Pressure Management by Hydrotech and Associates. I will call on Hydrotech to provide a 5-minute acceptance presentation, but to the audience, please pay special attention to what you're going to be learning today, because there is a quiz that's going to be coming up shortly that will be of relevance to what you're hearing in the presentation. So Hydrotech.
Good evening. We're delighted to have been awarded this. Guess I'm going to get control of this presentation shortly. But nonetheless, in the meantime, I'll thank PEO York chapter and congratulate all the fellow finalists on this. We're both happy and of course humbled to have won this. I'm going to talk a bit about about us. This is our team pictured here in Puerto Vallarta on our corporate retreat last year, shortly before COVID hit. Thank God we got there and had a good time, but it'll be a while before we get to do any of that again. Obviously, we've got a decent and happy team here, and like to keep it that way. We're based in Vaughan, and we specialize in urban water systems, combining field measurements and numerical modeling to support infrastructure investments and assessments with projects in Canada, the US, as well as in Mexico. We are well known for some of our specialty services, including hydraulic transient modeling, pump performance and efficiency testing, CFD modeling, as well as overall performance assessments of new and existing systems. A bit about the project in a nutshell. This project is about reducing leakage. Here we see an image of a water main leaking and what a typical pumping station looks like. This happens to be in York Region. In short, we have to take water from places like Lake Ontario and deliver them far away places and high up in elevation to deliver pressure. And all of this requires energy. And if we're leaking water out of our systems, we're also leaking energy, leaking financial costs associated with that. And, the operating costs of our systems are also affected. To this end, a mobile unit was developed and deployed for this particular project. And its function is to obtain certain key measurements from our systems to diagnose whether there is meaningful leakage present or not. This image here shows the municipalities that participated, and thanks to each one of them for giving us their test sites and their time, especially their operator time, to do this work. It's rather intensive work, and we thank them for that. In terms of the basic technical matters, this is what a typical profile of water consumption would look like in a normal area that we would be testing. And the key parameter here is that minimum night flow, which is both repeatable and reliable, as well as predictable. High degrees of this minimum night flow are suggestive of significant leakage. And that was one of the key things that we were looking for. So before we get into some of the details, let's talk about the team here. Bradley Jenks, pictured here, this was the cornerstone of his master's degree at the University of Toronto under the leadership of, or the supervision rather, of Brian Carney. Bradley spent many late nights working with the others on our team as well. But he's, this testing occurs overnight from midnight to 6 a.m. and he was there for every one of them. And we do this work in non-irrigation season, so it was always cold. Hydrotech was the industrial partner. Principal funding for this came from the Independent Electricity System Operator, for which we are thankful, without which we would not have been able to move forward with this project. Additional funding was received from other research organizations and various municipalities, many of which were in York Region, participated in this project, and for which the results are going to be shown were pretty remarkable. But also many thanks to York Region and all the other municipalities for their participation in this. All right. In terms of results, here we see what the results of these minimum night flow assessments look like. At the bottom here, we see a cluster of very healthy test sites that lie along this relatively linear trend, and from which we can develop benchmarks. But there's also a set of outliers, and those are the ones we're most concerned about. With the mobile testing unit, we're also have a pressure reducing valve in the unit and are able to test the effect of pressure management on the leakage relationship in that system, in the whatever system we're testing. And here's an example of what that looks like. So we know exactly, if we were to apply pressure management techniques, how much savings we could get from that. And this is the first time any such benchmarking information has been collected in the Canadian and North American context, which is rather important because all other work done internationally is done on systems that are built to different standards and different design criteria. So there's really nothing for Canadian, North American practitioners to hang their hats on in terms of this sort of benchmarking. In this project, we had one really big win so far. Dealt with one of the outliers, which happened to be a York Region test site. The municipality in question took the information we provided, went out, found a leak, repaired it. After we retested the site, that leak came down and approximated some of its healthier peers, as you can see here. So these are the results from that. This leak, this one leak, was spilling 140,000 cubic meters a year. That's the equivalent of 75 of those elevated tanks that you see on the right, every year being spilled. A lot of energy was consumed, and quite importantly, this for the municipality, $426,000 of savings a year from one leak. And as you can see, there are a few other outliers, and the project is ongoing. Nonetheless, the success of this particular project, apart from the benchmarking and in particular this big win, has really accelerated the commercialization process of it, which is underway. So to wrap things up, I'm going to thank once again York chapter for this award, and we're very honored that it's the first one of this category. And we'd also like to acknowledge all the other finalists in this category with their excellent work. Our team here deserves a ton of thanks as well, because it's really, Bradley, who's not in this image right now that you see, and he's much better looking than I am, that has done a ton of the work, and also everybody else in here that's put up with my attitudes and so forth, and making sure things get done, but also being there for all this heavy lifting of testing. Once again, thank you very much.
Thank you, Fabian. Congratulations to all of the winners. I will now pass the floor over to Sharon to administer our first quiz for the evening. Sharon?
Thank you, Lisa. Just as a reminder, please, everyone, if you're not an award winner who's making acceptances, please keep your mics on mute to respect the people who are making the speeches. All right. We will now administer our first quiz. So just a couple of rules, and we will only go through this once before our 3 other quizzes. But to make it fair, there's following groups are not eligible for the gift cards, and we ask that if it is best for simplicity that you just do not participate in the quizzes, but should you want to, please just, I will get to that later on. So members of the winning project team, in this case, Hydrotech, on the specific winning team should not participate because you kind of know the answers to the questions, and this will also apply to the other first place winners of their own quiz. PEO York chapter board members and award committee members were also excluded, and preliminary and final judges will not be eligible to win the gift card for this one particularly. For simplicity, there will be one limit of 1 gift card per person, which means if you win it, you can only win 1 in this entire award ceremony. And please just do the quiz once. We will be shutting it down within 4 minutes anyway, so there's probably not too many times that you shouldn't be retrying, and we will make sure of that. Please make sure that you're registered on Eventbrite so that when we do ask, email you should you win, we can confirm that. Please, and this is very important, use your email address as your username. Otherwise, it will be very difficult for us to reach out to you to administer the gift card should you meet every other rule. And lastly, speed and accuracy matter. So for those who are not eligible for the gift card, should you want to just do the quiz for fun, go ahead, just use some random name. Don't use your email so that we don't confuse who is supposed to win the gift card and who is not eligible but is playing for fun. So let's get started then. So our first quiz here. Sorry. Okay. So let's see. Okay. So the instructions here first is to go to joinmyquiz.com and enter the code that is displayed on here. I'm also sending one that you can to the chat where everyone can just click. Again, make sure please to use your email address as your username. Once I see a decent amount of people enter, we will start the quiz. So remember, accuracy and speed both matter, and then there will be a leaderboard. The top 2 will be eligible for the gift card. And while that is happening, want to show that our winner of the 2020 Engineering Research Project of the Year award has generously sponsored a $50 Starbucks gift card. So that will go to the first place winner of this quiz. And the second place winner will get a choice of a President's Choice or Amazon.ca gift card that is of $30 that is sponsored by the York chapter. All right. So I'm just gonna give 30 more seconds for people to sign up, and as I see everything slow down, if you don't miss this one, don't worry. You can you are able to. There's 3 more this evening, so there's lots and lots of chances to win. Okay. Perfect. Look at all of those people. Yeah. Perfect. Okay. As the clock strikes 6:10:30, I'm going to start the quiz soon. In 3, 2, 1, go. So each of these questions have a 45-second limit. I'm just going to turn up. And you can see that there is a leaderboard up here. And I'm just going to give everyone here around 3.5 minutes. Very exciting. There's actually some quite exciting music too with this quiz, but I've turned it off for myself because it is quite loud. Okay, that's just a little bit over 2 minutes left for everyone.
No, autumn they won't have anything, nah, like us.
Again, please, if we will, once we are done with this quiz, it seems like everyone has had a chance to participate right here. So that's good. In that case, I'm just going to give 30 more seconds, and then I will end the kids. Each of these questions actually have a 45-second limit. So it will time out if you don't act fast enough, but balance that. All right. Okay. Gonna end the quiz now. And download the results. Okay, so our top winners are here, but again, we need to check that all of the rules are being followed. So if you have won at the end of this evening, we will reach out to you via email, get the information, and administer the right gift card to you. But thank you. So if you didn't get a chance to answer all of these right, pay extra attention into the next one, you get another chance. So without further ado, I would like to move on to the small project category of the 2020 Engineering Project of the Year Award. So this is the one that we've been running for the 9th year now. The finalists are Stevenson Memorial Hospital 3-bed ICU renovation by Lonergan Engineering Incorporated, Road Surface Scanner by Sources Technologies Incorporated, Erosion Control and Infrastructure Projection at German Mills Creek by Resilient Consulting Corporation, and VR Medical Training Application for 4D Med by CADMEC Design Incorporated. I'm going to hand over the floor to Lisa to announce the winners.
Thank you, Sharon. And the winners are, in 3rd place for the small project category of the 2020 Engineering Project of the Year Award goes to Road Surface Scanner by Sources Technologies, Inc. In 2nd place for the small project category of the 2020 Engineering Project of the Year Award goes to Stevenson Memorial Hospital 3-bed ICU renovation by Lonergan Engineering, Inc. Lonergan?
Hi, thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Thank you so much. So this project really couldn't have been completed at a more crucial time, because now we're in wave 3 of this pandemic, and now we have 3 new ICU beds available. So a huge thank you to the entire project team, Michael Lonergan, obviously, Bertram Construction, RPM Electrical, and Encompass Engineering for really collaborating and getting this project completed against all odds, because a lot of times it felt like it wasn't possible. Thank you also to PEO for letting us be able to celebrate this. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Karima, and congratulations. And the 1st place award for the small project category goes to Erosion Control and Infrastructure Projection at German Mills Creek by Resilient Consulting Corp. Resilient?
Hello, good evening, everyone. Thank you very much to the York Region PEO chapter and the awards committee. Thanks especially for organizing the awards, considering the current pandemic state. Congratulations to all the other finalists in not only our category, but the others as well. I've definitely enjoyed the presentation so far tonight, and I'm looking forward to hearing more as we move forward. So I'll just talk really quickly. I know everyone's probably looking to get their evening underway. I'll talk a bit about the German Mills Creek Infrastructure Protection Project. So for this project, we were retained by the city of Markham to provide restoration design for a failing slope for a section of German Mills Creek that was located immediately adjacent to a capped landfill. Our project site was located in the city of Markham, the south end of York Region, west of 404, on the south side of John Street. You can see here we're working in an area, a naturalized area called German Mills Settlers Park that's surrounded by residential properties. So our design was really focused on a big balance of managing erosion risk, preventing further waste from the landfill from entering into the watercourse, enhancing wildlife habitat, and also trying to provide the local residents with a benefit in terms of enhanced wildlife viewing opportunities and minimizing disruption to the local residences as well. Our project was designed in 2019 and then was constructed in 2020. So the design team faced a number of challenges here. This is a picture of the site under construction. German Mills Creek is quite a flashy, high energy system in a watershed that's basically built out and very highly developed. We were working with a highly constrained site with steep slopes, 1-to-1 inclination, and approximately 5 meters in height. And over time, erosion from the creek had resulted in the slope becoming unstable, and also starting to expose some waste from the landfill to the adjacent watercourse. At the start of the project, we were working under the assumption that we were actually far away from the waste area of the landfill. However, once we got into the project and found, based on our geotechnical investigation, that we were actually working within the waste, there was potential for big cost escalation and increase in environmental risk. So that was some of the challenges that we had to manage on the engineering end of things, and then also on the ecology end of things. We were working with several species at risk, including eastern meadowlark, which is a bird that is known to nest in the area and is also popular with the bird watchers in the area. So we tackled this project and all of its various challenges by working together with a multidisciplinary team on an iterative design basis. We worked together with this team to make sure that we stabilized the watercourse properly, ensured slope stability. You know, really from an engineering perspective, that was our primary objective, to minimize risk. Then worked together to minimize environmental disturbance during the construction, and then enhance terrestrial and aquatic ecological functions, all while balancing the cost impacts of working with the contaminated material that was encountered here. Here's a picture of the finished product. This is after construction in fall of last year. I visited the site last week, but unfortunately it was a rainy day and there wasn't a whole lot of greenery at the site yet. So I'll update the photos as time goes on and once it greens up. Just like to give a big thank you to our entire team. Myself and Adam Nespolo at Resilient Consulting, we were the water resources engineers and project managers for the project. Our clients, City of Markham. So on the presentation here tonight is Rob Greck, manager of stormwater. And the project had initially started with Alan Manluku, a project engineer in the stormwater group. We worked very closely with our consulting team. Geotechnical engineers on the project were soil engineers out of Scarborough. Fluvial geomorphologists were Geomorphics Limited, ecologists, North-South Environmental. And then we definitely couldn't have done it all without our contractors who actually built the project, R&M Construction. All in all, a great project team. We couldn't have done this project without all the team. Once again, thank you to the team. Thank you very much to the York Region, York chapter, and the awards committee. Good night, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Mark. Congratulations to you and your team, and congratulations to all of the winners in the small project category. I will now pass it over to Sharon to go through the second quiz for the evening. Sharon?
Hello, everyone. Yes, now on to the second quiz. But before we go through that, Resilient Consulting, Mark's team has generously sponsored a $30 Amazon.ca gift card. And as with before, the chapter is sponsoring additional $30 gift card for a choice between like President's Choice or Amazon. So again, 2 prizes. Hope everyone paid attention for the quiz, and same rules, use your email address. Winning team or board members or judges are not necessarily eligible for the gift cards. Without further ado, let's get the second one rolling. All right. Let's go to Resilient. So again, it's the same. It is the same type of deal, and I have pasted the quick join code in the chat. Right, so I'm just gonna give everyone maybe 30 more seconds for everyone to join in. Seeing lots of names, which is good. Increase your chances. And since it is, again, a 45-second limit on each answer, everyone will have around 2 minutes and 15 seconds to really do the entire quiz. All right, okay, 20 seconds left. Okay, seems like it's trickling down. I'm just going to start the quiz. These quizzes are so exciting. I wish I could participate. But I made the questions, so that's not a it's not fair. Would it be fair? We have some quick clickers here. We still have like a minute and a half left. There's still 10 people who are trying to give the rest of that are not part of that 24 some time to finish and have fun. The great thing about these quizzes is that you get to learn what the correct answer is after you answer. So knowledge is the ultimate gift.
Sharon, it looks like the hoping for P.Eng is on the right track.
Yes, exactly. Right where they need to be. All right, okay, since just giving it the last 2 people to have some time to get it done. These quizzes are very fun.
I totally agree. We had a lot of fun at the award ceremony as well when we did this a few years back.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
All right. So now that 32, okay, everyone is done. Going to end the quiz. Good job, everyone. Just going to download that result as well. Perfect. And yeah, this is our leaderboard of top 5 here. You may have a chance of winning the gift card. Very close scores. You can see multiple ties. That's time's up. Again, we will check that no one's getting double gift cards following all of the rules, and we will be contacting the gift card winners. Now on to our next category. Now we're announcing the finalists for the Engineering Project of the Year Award, 2020 P.Eng York Chapter Engineering Project of the Year Award, Medium Project category. The finalists are baseline study for FG Gardner Expressway and engineering services for biannual hammer sounding assignments by BridgeCheck Canada Limited. Eglinton Crosstown LRT Segment 1 Mount Dennis Station Front Top by Front Top Engineering Limited. The climate change adaptation approaches and planning considerations for York Region's water and wastewater systems by WSP Canada Incorporated. And a new subdivision inflow and infiltration prevention by Civica Infrastructure Incorporated. Lisa, over to you to announce the winners.
Thank you, Sharon. And in 3rd place of the Medium Project category, 2020 Engineering Project of the Year Award goes to Eglinton Crosstown LRT Segment 1, Mount Dennis Station by Front Top Engineering Limited. Front Top?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Good evening, all. Thank you very much. I'm honored to be receiving this award on behalf of our team at Front Up Engineering. We are grateful for being nominated with other remarkable professionals and their major projects in York Region. A big thank you to our entire team. Many thanks to the Engineering Project of the Year committee members and PO York chapter for recognizing Front Up's contributions to the successful construction of the Mountain Station project. During and even after the construction, public safety remained our paramount consideration and our main focus, and we were devoted to reach that goal by using available sustainable solutions. We are thrilled to be part of the bigger picture in York Region's mission for connecting communities and pursuing financial growth in GTA and Hamilton area. Thank you.
Thank you, Maha. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And in second place, for the medium project category of the 2020 Engineering Project of the Year Award goes to New Subdivision Inflow and Infiltration Prevention by Civica Infrastructure, Inc. Civica?
Hi, good evening, and thank you, everybody. This is a really great honor, and thank you very much for the award. It's very, very humbling as well. Congrats to the other finalists as well, WSP and Front Top. Just an honor to be mentioned in the same category with you. I think the project for this year will be trying to figure out how to drink champagne out of this thing. So it's a very nice and awesome award. Thank you to PEO, the committee, the judges, all the volunteers. Kudos to you to be able to run this and continue to run this successfully, given the considerations of COVID right now. Big shout out to all the staff at Civica. You know, there's a lot of people involved with this. Ed Graham, Alex, both Andrews, Caroline, Ali, Brianna, Maz, Amanda Subel. There's many more, and a lot of the field staff that continue to do the field work and get out there and work safely given the conditions. Our municipal partners, York Region, obviously paved the way for this program, and we couldn't have done it without them. Both the town of East Gwillimbury and town of Aurora, big shout outs to them as well. There were a lot of development partners as part of this as well, so a lot of development engineering groups and as well as land developers that were heavily involved and really opened the door for us to do these projects. So once again, thank you very much, and again, very honored to be here. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Matt. And you've given yourself quite the challenge to try to drink from your award. So good luck with the challenge that you've given to yourself.
Thank you.
And the first place of the medium project category for the 2020 Engineering Project of the Year Award goes to change adaptation approaches and considerations for York Region's water and wastewater systems to WSP Canada. WSP?
Hi, thank you, everyone. First of all, I'd like to thank PEO York Chapter and also the awards committee for doing such a phenomenal job. I would also echo all the remarks. I have been so impressed by all the finalists and so proud to be in York Region with all of these great projects and all of these fantastic engineers. Just a little bit about WSP. I don't know, Sharon, I can't move the slides. So can you move the slides for me?
Yes, you can just cue next slide and I'll move it for you.
Okay, next slide, please. So just a little bit about WSP. We are a leading global professional consulting firm with lots of offices in York Region. We have, we're a Canadian success story born and bred out of Canada with our head office in Montreal. We are one of the fastest growing firms in our industry. And we are the consultants behind some award-winning projects like this one. And I agree with you, we should be able to drink champagne out of it. Next slide, please, Sharon. We have more than 500 offices and 50,000 employees globally. Right now, we have, I think, 500 official offices. I think we have 500 offices in York Region because I am from my office in Newmarket, Ontario. I not only work in York Region, I have raised my family in York Region, and I'm proud to be an engineer in York Region. So we act locally while leveraging all our international scale. Next slide, Sharon. Our belief is for societies to thrive. We believe that we have to hold ourselves accountable for tomorrow. We exist to future-proof our cities and our towns, and we plan, design, manage, and engineer communities. And that's what WSP does. Next slide, Sharon. So for this project, it was really, really thrilling and fun to work for a project that's in the place that you live, and you can tell your children and their friends that you're working on a project in York Region to ensure that York Region is preparing themselves for climate change. So it was a climate change adaptation approaches and planning considerations for York Region's water and wastewater systems, which is the kind of engineer I am. I'm a water and wastewater engineer. Next slide. So our project team was not only me, of course, it was Yifan Lee, who's on the call. She did an exceptional job. It would not have been done without her. And we had a climate scientist with us, Mike Nanos, who gave us all the climate and dissected all the climate information for the water and wastewater team. I also want to talk about the exceptional support we got from York Region personnel. They were bright and challenging and challenged us and challenged what the ideas we were bringing forward. They were thoroughly engaged. They want their water and wastewater system to be adapted for climate change. And it is complicated. Both the water wastewater system is complicated, as well as how climate is going to be changing in this area. So both together, they were like incredible. I would work on every project with York Region staff if I had a chance. Next slide, Sharon. So this is on our project. Our project objectives were to identify key considerations, design principles, and climate change adaptation approaches that could be used to support water and wastewater system planning. So it was very specific to this type of infrastructure. We provided a comprehensive baseline and analysis to support potential future vulnerability analysis for climate change. You can't do a climate change analysis and make sure all your infrastructure in York Region, which is a lot, is adapted to climate change in one project. This is a project. Climate change is something that you have to think about in every project. We identified opportunities to increase their climate resiliency for the water and wastewater system. And it was done in a series of steps. So we had 5 main tasks. We established an understanding. We did a review about what other municipalities were doing, what were the issues around climate. We did an analysis on the climate change impact for York's water and wastewater system, looking at the vulnerability between climate change and their specific infrastructure. We built and established tools for implementation. We established an action plan going forward. And of course, now they're implementing the findings that we developed as part of our process and as part of our project. Next slide, Sharon. And that's it. So I really want to thank you again. I am so impressed by the participants in the awards, and I'm very honored that we were here, and I'm very honored to win this award. Thank you.
Thank you, Michelle, to you and your team. I love that passion that you've exuded throughout your presentation, and we will certainly take that message back to York Region staff about their collaboration and the support that they provided to you with your project. So thank you for that. I will now pass it on to Sharon to administer the third prize or the third quiz for the evening. Sharon?
Thanks, Lisa. So everyone knows the drill by now. This is our third time doing it. WSP has generously sponsored a $50 Amazon gift card. And again, the chapter gives a choice between a $30 President's Choice gift card for a Canadian chain or Amazon.ca. So without further ado, I'm just gonna start that next quiz. Again, this is the one from before. And just give it a second. Perfect. All right, WSP, start a live quiz. Okay. Again, I will be pasting the link in the chat. But you can always follow the instructions on the screen, which is joinmyquiz.com. Any device works and enter the code. Wow, very quick this time. This quiz is fun too, because this is actually the first time that each of the category finalists and winners are meeting each other, because during the finalist presentations, each of the finalists, they only compete against their own category. But this is the first time that they're getting to see the presentations from the other categories. All right, so I'm just going to, since it's slowed down, give it 10 more seconds before I just click this very tempting color changing start button. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, gonna get started. Good luck to everyone. All right, seems like everyone's almost done. Lots of very quick clickers and very accurate thinkers. Wow, top 3 are perfect scores. It's quite tricky because it's both speed and accuracy. So, all right, I'm just going to give 10 more seconds for, okay, now we're all done. Perfect. Everyone's so quick. All done. Wow. Download results. Okay, so here's the leaderboard again with the emails. Again, we'll need to check that everyone's got it. So again, we'll contact the winners after the conclusion of the event and after doing all the checks in the background. Perfect. Okay. Now let's move on to our last category of the evening. So now I am very proud to announce the finalists for the 2020 PEO York Chapter Engineering Project of the Year Award Large Project category. The finalists are VivaNext H2 East and West by EDCO Joint Venture, which is Elliston Civil Limited and Coco Paving Limited. Rutherford Station Improvements and Rutherford Road Grade Separation by Wood. York Region Administrative Center Annex by Elliston Corporation. And VivaNext York Young Street a bus rapid transit project by York Region Rapid Transit Corporation, YRRTC. I'm going to give the floor over to Lisa, who will announce the winner.
Thank you, Sharon. And the third place winner of the large project category 2020 Engineering Project of the Year award goes to Rutherford Station Improvements and Rutherford Road Grade Separation by Wood. Could I please have Wood?
So Wood actually is here, but they are sharing a video. So
Okay.
I will be playing that video for everyone here. Okay.
Thanks, Sharon.
So, oh, yes, okay. Just don't, oh, we just reviewed the, okay.
Good evening. On behalf of our team here at Wood and our project consortium lead, Ellis Dawn. Good evening.
Could everyone hear that?
Yeah, I can hear you. Our team here at Wood and our project consortium lead, Ellis Dawn, thank you very much for this award. It is an honor for our project to be recognized and showcased here along with so many other great projects. Congratulations to the teams at York Region Rapid Transit Corporation and Ellis Dawn for their nominations and award. A big thank you to the Woods team of technical experts who did all the heavy lifting so that I can be here to accept this award on their behalf. The team's hard work and dedication has made our company Wood look good and my job as project manager easier. Lastly, I would like to thank all members of the awards and recognition team for their hard work running and organizing this award so smoothly despite all the ongoing challenges. Again, thank you for this award and have a great evening.
Was everyone able to hear the video clip?
Yes.
Yep. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Thank you, Wood, for that. I'll hand the floor back over to Lisa again to continue with the rest of the award presentation.
Thank you, Sharon. And the second place in the large project category of the 2020 Engineering Project of the Year award goes to Viva Next H2 East and West by EDCO JV. EDCO?
Yeah, hi, good afternoon, everybody. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can.
All right. My name is Marcia Lim. I'm a director at Ellison Civil. On behalf of Ellison and COCO, we thank you for this award. Our approach on our projects is always from a collaborative relationship perspective. Over the years, this has allowed us to build some great transit infrastructure projects, and Viva Next was no exception. We formed effective working relationships based on integrity, honesty, and trust with York Region Rapid Transit, York Region, Metrolinx, and the City of Vaughan, and we thank you for that. Our design build team was exceptional. Our consultants were IBI, Wood Consulting, Lee Consulting, and Peter McCallum. And some of our great subcontractors were UCC Group, Guild Electric, Mariani Metals, and this has been a solid team, and this has been a solid win for our design build team. We are lucky in the engineering and construction world in that the work we do serves a bigger picture, serves a bigger purpose, serves a wider community, and builds a legacy. So congratulations to all the legacy makers winning awards tonight, and thanks again for this award.
Thank you, Mo, and congratulations to you and the rest of the H2 West and East team. And in first place of the large project category of the 2020 Engineering Project of the Year award goes to Viva Next Yonge Street Bus Rapid Transit Project by York Region Rapid Transit Corporation. YRTC?
Yes, good evening. You guys hear me? There we go. Hi, my name is Chris Scott, and I'm the manager of infrastructure for York Region Corporation, and I'm responsible for the Yonge Street BRT project. 1 second. I'm very pleased to accept the Engineering Project of the Year award for the Yonge Street Rapid Transit project on behalf of the York Region Rapid Transit Corporation. We're absolutely honored to be recognized this year in the large project category. Oh, thank you. In 2020, YRTC reached a significant milestone in York Region's vision of seamless connections and reimagined communities with the substantial completion and opening of the Yonge Street Bus Rapid Transit project. Together, we have delivered on YRTC's mission to design and deliver an exceptional and innovative rapid transit system that moves and connects people to York Region's urban centers and destinations. Next slide, please. Yonge Street is the most historic and heavily traveled corridor in York Region, bringing significant project delivery challenges. We developed innovative new procedures to enable an immense utility relocation program within the congested corridor. We planted over 4,000 trees and planters with soil cell technology to improve growth and enhance the urban canopy. Active transportation was also incorporated, offering nearly 20 kilometers of dedicated bike lanes and sidewalks. The Yonge Street corridor builds a strong sense of community and supports the commercial viability. Next slide. I want to thank the professional engineers of Ontario, York chapter, for recognizing YRTC's achievements. And with that, I will leave you with an amazing video showcasing the transformation of York Region's busiest corridors through rapid transit. Thank you so much again.
Is everyone able to hear that as well? Yes.
Yep.
York Region is one of the fastest growing municipalities in Ontario, and transportation remains a top priority. In 2005, York Region began to deliver a world-class transit system, launching Viva Bus Rapid Transit. It focused on connecting the region's largest centers, which attract 1,500 new businesses a year and have fast employment growth. In 2009, the province of Ontario funded the next phase of designing and building the rapid transit network. Throughout construction, roads stayed open, residents and others were kept informed, and everyone was encouraged to support local businesses along the way. Highway 7 has transformed from being a highway with gravel shoulders to an attractive community space to walk, cycle, drive, or ride Viva. The project helped to set the stage for the new developments along this important employment corridor. This fast new travel option has since helped to attract more people to the York Region transit system, more residents and businesses to this tech capital, and a new York University campus in the heart of Markham Centre. The Davis Drive and Yonge Street Rapidway projects transform Newmarket's downtown, preparing the area for future growth. By the end of 2015, the Rapidway was welcoming riders on Davis Drive, and residents experienced much improved transit and a pedestrian-friendly corridor servicing South Lake Regional Health Centre and continuing to the 404 Park and Ride. In early 2020, the Rapidway on Yonge Street opened, offering further connections. At Highway 7 and Jane Street, Vaughan Metropolitan Centre showcases how transit hubs can stimulate growth and connect key transportation. No other location offers this blend of subway, bus rapid transit, and an inter-regional bus terminal close to premium office space and Niagara University. The Highway 7 Rapidway extends east and west, and pedestrian and cyclist options include first in Canada multi-use path on the Highway 400 bridge. On Yonge Street in Richmond Hill, a new journey begins. Opened in December 2020, the Rapidway provides fast, convenient travel along one of the GTA's key thoroughfares. This new Rapidway will serve as one of York Region's busiest Viva routes, stopping at shopping and community destinations. The Richmond Hill Langstaff Gateway Urban Growth Centre will offer 5 modes of public transit, including the future Yonge subway extension, the Richmond Hill GO line, the Highway 407 Transitway, Viva Bus Rapid Transit, and local GO and YRT buses. Plans for this mixed-use area include new housing, employment, shopping, and entertainment options. Rapidways have created seamless connections and reimagined communities throughout York Region, setting the stage for future growth. There are new sidewalks, bike lanes, and utilities that will support generations to come, connecting people and places and creating possibilities. This investment in transit infrastructure is essential to strengthening the economic future of the region and province.
Thank you, Christopher, and congratulations to you and your team. Congratulations to all of the winners this evening. There is such a high caliber of submissions to the awards, as we've heard already, and it's been demonstrated through all of the acceptance speeches and presentations, and so absolutely a lot for all of you to be proud of. I will now turn things over to Sharon to administer the very last quiz for the evening. Sharon?
Thank you, Lisa. So everyone, the last quiz for the evening, our winner of our large category award has generously sponsored a $25 Presto card, and which will help you all get moving, literally. And as usual, the chapter will also be sponsoring a President's Choice or Amazon gift card, the choice of the winner. So without further ado, let's get started on the quiz. Perfect. Okay. So I will share the link in the chat for everyone. So this is the last quiz of the evening, which means it's your last chance to win the last 2 gift cards. So we hope you really have learned a lot throughout this evening. Whether you earn a gift card or not, you get the gift of knowledge. Okay, just going to give it a couple more minutes. Well, a couple more seconds, as I see that the numbers are kind of just trickling in. I think most of the quizzes before had around mid to high 30s. Wow, lots of competitors here for this last one. So again, remember, you're playing for fun. Don't enter your email, but we will be checking the records for all of these. Okay, so I don't see any additional people entering. Let's start the quiz. Wow, lots of very accurate quiz takers. Highly skilled. Look at this double 4 bars. It's great. All right, as we will wait until all 33 are done. Getting close. Oh, one more person. Okay. Seems like everyone is all done. Oh, giving it a couple, oh, one more player. Giving you 30 more seconds. As soon as it strikes 7, we will just end the quiz. Five more seconds. Okay, so that is the last quiz of the evening. Thank you all for participating in the quiz. So this is the leaderboard right here. You see your name amongst the top 4 or 5, you may have a chance of getting one of the 2 gift cards. Let's just download the results once again. Okay, so again, as I mentioned before, we will be checking to make sure that all of the winners have followed the rules, that you're not one of the excluded within the groups that are supposed to be excluded from this particular quiz, and the winners will be contacted via email to administer the gift cards. Almost all of these gift cards will be virtual gift cards, so it'll be very easy for you to either go to Starbucks or Amazon, or go to any of the President's Choice grocery stores. I will now pass the floor back to Lisa to continue with the rest of the presentation.
Thank you, Sharon. So we're almost there. We're almost at the end of tonight's ceremony. And before we close, we have one other very important initiative to bring to your attention. That is the Engineers Canada 30 by 30 initiative. In this regard, I introduce you to Marcia Lim, who is the PEO York Chapter Diversity and Inclusion Committee Director, to provide you with some introductory remarks on the 30 by 30 initiative. Marcia?
Thank you, Lisa. Hi, everyone. I'm Marcia Lim, PEO York Chapter's Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Director, and also the East Central Region Chapter's 30 by 30 Committee Lead. So 30 by 30 is an initiative that was launched in 2011 by Engineers Canada due to the pressing need to address the lack of representation of women in engineering. 30 by 30 seeks to increase the number of newly licensed engineers who are women to 30% by the year 2030. In Ontario, only 19% of newly licensed engineers were women in 2017. This percentage has stagnated for more than 5 years. Equity is important for economic, social, and organizational success. We are not tapping into the full talents in serving the public's best interests. Other licensed professionals, such as law, medicine, have already attained gender parity. PEO's 30 by 30 action plan states it's critical that the unacceptably low number of women in the profession be regarded as not just a women in engineering issue, but as an issue of concern for the entire engineering profession for both women and men. Internationally trained engineers are also an underrepresented group in the engineering profession, we would like to also reach out to internationally trained engineers to help them with their engineering licensing. One of the most impactful ways to do this is through engagement of the initiative with engineering employers in bringing awareness and implementation of 30 by 30 initiatives within organizations to increase the number of women in engineering, which directly impacts an organization's success through diversity of thought and tapping into the full talents of the engineering community. Secondly, to provide metrics to PEO headquarters for the initiative tracking purposes. PEO chapter volunteers are instrumental in helping to spread awareness of 30 by 30 and play a role in PEO's 30 by 30 action plan. Another way to get involved is participating as a P.Eng guide in chapter license assistance programs or LAP programs. We are calling upon P.Eng volunteers to guide and mentor both female and male EITs in lab. Thank you.
Thank you, Marcia. Very important initiative. So we will continue to work together to bring awareness to, again, this very important initiative. We are at the end of the evening and just wanted to thank everyone for taking the time this evening to join us for this year's award ceremony. We hope that you all have enjoyed the evening, and for those of you who submitted the award, we hope that you enjoyed the experience and will be taking away your very own personal memories. For those of you who did not submit for the award, we hope that tonight's experience will encourage you to do so next year. We invite everyone to apply for the award next year, to tell your colleagues, tell your friends, tell your competitors. We're always looking for new applicants. So thank you all once again. Stay safe, stay well, and until next year, good night. Good night, everyone.
Good night. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.